What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a 2015 Ford Fusion, and it just rolled over 100,000 miles, and it needs all that. What is all that? Two front lower control arms, obviously right and left. Same thing in the rear. These are your rear control arms. Those are a little more pricey, harder to find, but I found them. Was able to secure them on Amazon cheaper than eBay, and those were eBay. So links in the description below for both of these, both places. This is probably going to be a decent sized job, so it might be a lengthy video, but I'm going to try and help you guys through it. I'll do one side in the front and then one side in the back, and obviously the other side is going to be the same. It's just opposite sides. So let's do it. All right, first thing, we want to remove the wheel. This car, it's a 19 mil. All right, now to access the bolts back here, we need to take the under tray off of the bottom of the car. So we're gonna lift it up, tackle that. Just a bunch of 10 mils. This back cover right here is covering up these two bolts here that I need to get to, but I can bend it out of the way, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna hit these connections with a little bit of PB blaster. Looks like I'm gonna try and disconnect this bottom of the knuckle first. Appears to be an 18 millimeter. Well, the nut's an 18 millimeter. I don't know about the other side. It's smaller than that. Yep, now we'll have to hold the other side. All right, guys, one thing we gotta do is we gotta take the 32 millimeter axle nut off so we can get the knuckle furthest away to get this lower control arm out. Probably should have done this first, but hey. That's all nice and loose. If not, you can get a punch and kind of loosen that up there for the axle. But now we need to come in here with a pry bar and pry down on this bottom of the knuckle. Probably gonna need a pretty big one. Oh yeah, holy moly. That thing ain't going nowhere. Wow. When in doubt, smack it with a hammer. Holy crap. I did it, guys. So I went at it from the top, like this, right there, to get it started. And then I used a pry bar down here and just kept on tapping the lower control arm until she popped out. So now should be able to pull the knuckle away enough. Yep, pull that guy out. And then we'll annoying all the high schoolers that are out of school. And then we'll pull this guy out. So shouldn't be hard, but yeah, whatever. Just like that. This is the right side. That's the right side. Now we'll put the new one in, and we're gonna start with the bolts in the back, and we're just gonna start them. And then we'll start that one, and then we'll start that guy. We'll start with wiggling this sucker back here, which might be a little tricky because you have the sway bar mount straight above it. And of course the knuckle's in the way, so. Woo! Gotta muscle it in there. Now, of course, nothing's gonna wanna line up, so I'll just do this and kind of, yeah, get them to line up one at a time. And this all looks good here, so I'm gonna start my bolts. All right, those bolts are started. Now I will do the same thing with this. Okay, it appears everything is started. This guy, I want to make sure it started a little bit more. Oh, that's a 21. Oh yeah, we good. Okay, now we're gonna fit this bad boy in there. All right, now that I'm done, hopefully smacking stuff around, I'll take this little protector off. Ugh. Holy crap. Bro. Wow. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay. I'm gonna have to put some pressure on this knuckle to get it up. I don't know if you're supposed to hit this with a hammer, but I am.
You're home from work, so do you have time to get me that shake from McDonald's?
No, I don't. Maybe later, but not right now, no. Let's try something a little softer. Yeah, that ain't working. Okay, she's in. Now we can put our slide bolt in there, or squeeze bolt, or whatever it is. Goes from the back to the front. What the f? This bolt here is 76 foot-pounds. Oh yeah, and you should be putting pressure. So this is going in for an alignment, so I'm not super worried about it. But you should be putting some safely anyway, some pressure on the knuckle to bring it to what you think is ride height, and then tightening everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Honestly, this is going right to the alignment shop right down the road, so like I said, safely. I don't want to push this thing off the lift. I'm gonna spin the axle nut back on real quick. I don't know what the foot-pounds on this is. Not a clue. There we go. That's what it is. All right, so we'll snug all these up a second. All right, these guys down here are 122 foot-pounds. Oh, dang. Woo! Just wait for the next one. All right, this guy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Get ready. Okay, 159 foot-pounds. Should just tighten it up with the with the impact. Holy moly, yeah, that's tight. There you go. Now we can put the tire back on. This side's done. I'm gonna get to it and do the other side. All right, guys. Yeah, this side, driver's side, and it's near the exhaust as well. I don't know if that's why, but driver's side was way worse. The rear sway bar / control arm bolt came out really hard. Well, it wound up stripping the bolt up top, the nut up top that was welded to the bracket for the sway bar. So what happened is when I didn't know that, when I went to put it back in, it cross-threaded it and snapped it right off. You can see the welds. The bolt is fine. I'm gonna find a nut and then just replace this with it, and I'm gonna have to hold it with a wrench. Obviously it won't hold in place like this one. That side was just way tougher to do. All right, guys, I have the car all buttoned up now in the front. I replaced the bolt and nut because I cross-threaded it trying to get it out on the driver's side for the sway bar mount. Everything's torqued back to spec. Front control arms, as long as they're not super rusty, not a bad job. Link in the description below for these parts. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.